What is going on, guys?
Hey.
Welcome back to the Raid Podcast, episode number 6.
Wow, number 6. Time flies,
Number
man.
6. Time is flying. My name is Norman. I'm back here with my lovely co-host, Richard.
What is up?
And we are bringing you guys, well, we're going to start off the podcast with clip of the week.
Yeah.
Clip of the week, we got the running stuff going on. We got the clip that we choose from the week that, just kind of solidifies just how wild this past weekend of football was.
And this past weekend, we had some contenders for games of the year, but this right here is I think number 1 contender for catch of the year. This is Justin Jefferson, 4th and 8 from your boy Kirk Cousins. Just throws up a bomb, bro, and then he mossed it, and he stole it from him, bro. He went up and stole it from him, one-handed. That's a bad man right there.
Dude, I'll say the replay like shows like how ridiculous like that catch was, like even more so. Like the ball's going up, he gets it. Like I've never seen a person get a clean hand on the ball like that and just hold it.
That man is like helping him too. Like he has like his hand on the other side of the ball, so he's like helping Jefferson control it.
And the fact that the ball doesn't even come close to touching the ground is fucking ridiculous.
Look at this back angle. Like look how close, bro. It comes really close to touching the ground. Look at this. Ooh.
Like, that is such a fucking moss, bro. Holy shit.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh my god. On 4th and 18, like in the clutch, that's a catch right there.
Yeah, I know Stephon Diggs had a pretty good catch also.
I think it was like the drive right before, and then it just tops it.
Yeah. And like people always say like the Diggs Jefferson trade was like probably one of the most even trades like ever, because the Bills traded I think 22nd overall pick to the Vikings to get Jefferson.
I mean, it's like in hindsight, like at the time they were taking a risk, but now
the time you're taking a risk. Yeah, then
later.
Jefferson, Jefferson's pick ends up sending Diggs over to Buffalo. I think both teams are very happy with their wide receivers. I think Justin Jefferson might be a generational talent.
Oh no, definitely. He's
making his case for number 1 in the NFL right now. But this dude's fucking insane.
Might be one of the best wide receivers in the league right now, if not, up and coming, like going to be.
I think he's like top 2, if not, might not be 2.
Yeah. And he's young. He just has room to grow. Kirk gets him the ball. I know he hasn't scored many touchdowns. I think he only has 3 this year now, because he scored one on Sunday. But Kirk gets him the ball. That's all. I think he leads the league in receiving now.
If you can throw that ball within 3 yards of 18, it's probably coming down.
Yeah, as we saw with that, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It just has to be near him.
Yeah, I just gotta get to him. That shit was nuts. But I think what's even nuttier than this catch was the game itself.
Just the whole game. This was game of the year. We have catch of the year and game of the year. This game was so back and forth. It was crazy.
I remember I wasn't really watching the game. I was out, but like I was seeing like bits and pieces here and there. And like this game was ridiculous. Like it gets overshadowed by like Justin Jefferson's like crazy game. Like overshadows like even Dalvin Cook was cooking.
Dalvin Cook, that 81-yard touchdown, that was crazy. That was a great run.
Yeah, I would say dude like all over the place. Like Kirk, might have not been the best game he's played, but like statistically, he looked pretty decent. 2 bad picks.
Yeah. That's what's gonna hurt you. 2 picks. Same with Josh Allen. Those 2 picks. I think both Allens were in the red zone. The second one lost the game for them because it was in OT. So
yeah. But this was a game and a half. I think it was ridiculous.
The big thing going into this was, of course, Josh Allen's elbow. You heard it last week against the Jets. People were throwing around Tommy John surgery, just throwing everything around, and it was nerve-wracking. But I think he played pretty well. There was one where he threw a pick. I think it was his first pick. And he goes to run down, and he like swings his elbow in to go strip the ball, and he hurts his elbow. It's the same elbow that he hurt last week. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Like you got to be careful.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was. I don't know. This was one of those games. Just everything you wanted. The star receivers played well.
Yeah.
The supporting cast played well. I mean, look at these completions. Like
Gabe Davis,
10 receptions for Jefferson, 5 Thielen, 7 Hawkinson, Gabe Davis almost put up 100 yards.
Yeah.
Like everyone was just getting involved, and this was nuts. Josh Allen freaking putting the team on his back, almost carrying for 100 yards himself. But and the Vikings, man, this was their game, man. They needed to show off that they were real.
This was the yeah. They were 7-1 coming into this. They needed to like they just needed to prove themselves. Because they almost lost us last week. So they had to do something. So going into Orchard Park and beating Buffalo, that was huge. Like that was huge. I think it proves. Kirk Cousins got a little weight off his shoulder. And he put a little weight on his neck with all that ice. But yeah, it's Josh Allen. He choked, man. He choked. He threw the game-losing pick in OT. He fumbled in the red zone and in his own end zone to give them, to tie the game up for Minnesota. So I think he choked a little bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say Josh Allen's like, I think now that they've lost 3 games, 3 losses on the year is like nothing like crazy, but like you just look at the way that they're losing some of these games. Like Josh Allen, for as great and as like all world of a talent he is, he just makes costly mistakes.
Yeah. I think he tries a little
in
too much
some of these games. And like granted, he doesn't make mistakes like super often, but in games where it's like these big games that are important for them, like this is the difference of going 7-2 and 6-3. Helping your standing in the division. You still got Miami right on your heels. Like
they went from first in the division to third now.
Yeah, like you need to win this game.
It was a big game,
and it was a big game, like in a competitive division. So, and it's just a costly mistake. Do I think Josh Allen has the talent to keep them, obviously in the playoffs and then still be a Super Bowl contender? 100%.
Yeah, no, but for sure.
It's gotta be. You gotta look out for these mistakes, man, because I'll never question Josh Allen's ability as a quarterback, but you'll always question. That's where you'll never question. I'll start questioning greatness. That's where like you'll start to question like, is this guy a really good quarterback or a really great quarterback?
Yeah,
it's just
he has had flashes of looking really good in the clutch, like against Kansas City last year in the playoffs. Dude balled out in like the last 15 seconds of the game, last minute of the game. So he has that clutch factor. It's just he has to show it more often. Losing you're 6-3 now, and I think this year the league is very top heavy. So he's 6-3, which is a good record, but you're third in your division. This is one of the first years where that division is actually competitive.
These divisions, yeah.
Like it usually,
these divisions are just super competitive.
Yeah, that division's usually, New England was number 1 for so long. Now it's supposed to be Buffalo, but now the Jets and the Dolphins are all looking good. So, yeah, this was a must-win, I think, for both teams, and it showed on the field. I mean, we got the best play. I watched this game from start to finish, and I was in love with everything. It was
great.
This was.
I was watching the highlights in this game.
Yeah. I think Josh Allen's MVP rate, I think it kind of hurts him a little bit.
Oh, he's out.
You think he's out?
He's not even top 3 anymore.
Really?
Not even top 3.
Wow. Okay. 100%. Okay. Wow. Not even top 3.
Yeah, not even top 3. Just because
because it was one loss.
You look. Oh, 100%. Like not even just off the one loss. Like it's just the other quarterbacks right now that are playing like at a level, like the level is just so high right now. To where it's not that he's not an MVP caliber player. It's just that there's other guys right now playing better.
Okay.
Yeah, playing better, elevating their teams, and it's not that he's not like he's not probably won't win MVP, but he could win the Super Bowl. So I mean, who cares at the end of the season, right?
That is true.
But at the moment, they gotta come back, get together, and get as long as they get in the playoffs, then they're chilling. I don't doubt Buffalo to make the playoffs.
Oh, 100%. Oh, we'll see. They could a little choke factor going on. All right, let's move on. We're gonna revisit the MVP conversation in a couple games here. I do want to get your perspective, but let's move on to Dallas and Green Bay. Now this is another game I watched. This was a great game right here.
This was a good game. Dallas obviously trying to keep up in the NFC beast right now. I never thought I'd say that this year, but the NFC East is looking ridiculous.
I mean, the Cowboys are again at 6-3 at third place.
Yeah, so it's just you're in a competitive division. You need to win these games. Unfortunately, just couldn't come up. Green Bay coming into this game struggling, but it's Dallas and Green Bay kind of have one of those rivalries to where it's like it's an out of division rivalry game, like just kind of a lot of history of them. They play
a lot, like in playoffs, regular season. So I was watching this with my brother-in-law, who's a Cowboys fan, and we actually looked it up because we wanted to know what's the record. The Cowboys have not beaten Green Bay since 2016.
Really?
And they've lost to them, I think, in the last 10 years, like 10 times. It's something ridiculous like that. Like, just Dallas cannot beat Green Bay. Like, Green Bay has not looked good all year, and then they look great this one game.
Yeah, it's just one of those games, man.
I think you can see only 224 yards, 14 for 20 from Aaron Rodgers. He didn't throw a lot. They ran the ball with Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. You can see 24 carries, 138 yards from Aaron Jones. They just kept that offense off the field. They said we're not gonna let Aaron Rodgers get sacked. We're just gonna run it, waste time. And it's a great strategy, and it worked.
Yeah, I think the way they game plan this game, like the running game being effective, was like so perfect. And honestly, this is kind of what Green Bay needs to do going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not that obviously Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. He's great. The receiving talent just hasn't been all there this year. Granted, Christian Watson had a monster game with 3 touchdowns.
But 3. That's a little fluky. Like, 3 always kind of feels fluky. Like you don't game plan for 3.
Look at 4 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Like
yeah.
You're not gonna see that like every day.
Yeah.
But it was like the running game being so good. Like I feel like I would never see Green Bay in a game this close with Aaron Rodgers only throwing 20 times.
Oh no, 100%. So usually something's wrong.
If you can limit the amount of times he has to drop back, not for his sake of like him not being able to get the ball to people, but obviously receivers not getting separation, maybe risking a drop pass or something like that. You get the ball in his hands less and make him make great throws on those 14. Like he makes 14 great throws. Like a lot of people say like you need a quarterback, like teams with a quarterback that isn't that great only need him to make like 2 or 3 good throws a game to put your team in the game if everyone else is good. The thing is, Aaron Rodgers is so good and the receivers are so mid this year, he will make 13, he can make 10 good throws in a game. And just as long as your running game is effective, and it just showed there. So maybe Green Bay has a recipe to turn it around a little bit. Do I think they are? Probably not.
No. we just talk about the Vikings in their division. Vikings are 8-1. They're not going to catch them. No way in hell the Packers catch the Vikings. Maybe go for 7th. I mean, the Bears and the Lions are also looking good in their division. That was a great game they played. But yeah, I think, and it's weird saying this because Aaron Rodgers, like we've said so many times, Aaron Rodgers is that good of a quarterback, but we want to get the ball out of his hands more. We want to see that run game more. And we've seen like in games like against us a couple weeks ago, they didn't run the ball and they looked bad. But now they're running the ball. They're getting that play action and they're looking a lot better. And you just got to work with what Aaron Rodgers has, and he has 2 great running backs. And I would like to see the game plan go through them more.
100%. Dallas, on the other hand, not too bad, to be honest.
Oh, not bad at all. CeeDee Lamb
played a solid game.
Lamb had a monster game, 11 receptions, 150 yards. 65, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a little rough. But
2 costly picks probably, but I mean, it's just one of those games where like it can go here or there. Granted, Dallas did not score any points in the second half or in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was a big comeback from Green Bay in the last quarter.
17 unanswered to end the game. Like that's
personally, I think
big.
So they had the ball first in OT. 4th down in Green Bay territory. I can't tell you the exact yardage. They're in their Maher's range, and they go for it on 4th down and do not get it. And then Green Bay goes down and kicks their field goal. Why wouldn't they not go for the field goal?
Hey man, part of that's coaching, bro. Mike McCarthy was on the hot seat for a bit.
No, he is.
I think
he's back in Green Bay. I think it's his first time back in Green Bay after leaving. It's probably a little emotional for him, but still, I think they should have gone for the field goal. You force Green Bay either field goal and then you get the ball back, or they have to go score a touchdown. 100%. Like, did they not trust their defense enough?
I was about to say, you have a defense like,
and they have. I mean, a great defense.
28 points given up, but
there was a lot of injuries.
Of your defense.
They had to move Micah Parsons around a lot. Like he was in the DN, the outside linebacker. He was playing middle linebacker. He's moving all over the place. I mean, that had something to do with it, but
probably. But I mean, you have Micah Parsons on that side of the ball, and I think I'm trusting him in the defense to at least try and get a stop. I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers, so maybe like thought process is different. It's Mike McCarthy. They have history, so
for sure. But I think they played a little bit risky, and I just don't think it was really high risk, and even I think high reward too. But still, the risk is just so much higher. Especially in OT, I think you just go for points. You put your opponent in such a weird spot where you either get the ball back or they have to score to win. Like they have to do more to win.
That's kind of like what I would expect like Green Bay to do that, where like you're not really like you're playing like you need to win.
It felt desperate. It definitely felt desperate.
Like Dallas, like they needed to win this game, but like they're not like.
I think they were just scared of putting the ball in Aaron Rodgers' hands. Or like we just don't want him to touch the ball at all this OT.
Yeah, I think that comes down to Mike McCarthy and coaching a bit.
Yeah. And he's just he doesn't always made the best decisions. So
hey, are you ready for Ezekiel Elliott to be getting carries for us next year?
Hey, no. We have 2 running backs that I am very excited about. I think we're good. He can go off God knows where. He can go. Who needs him?
Nah, he'll play for the Rams next year. Watch.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, Tony Pollard needs to stay. I think that's the new running back. Zeke, he had his time to shine. It's just like as running backs, man. You use him for a couple of years and you let him go. You move on, get a younger one.
Zeke had a great few years, but I think Tony Pollard is just a hot hand. He's just playing good football.
And he showed it multiple times this season.
That running back by committee is like always, it's always cool. I mean, honestly, you can keep Zeke and, do this 2-back thing, but I think you should be putting more carries in Pollard's hand now.
Yeah. I think the ball in his hand, like, I mean, passing and running, he's I think he's a little more effective than Zeke in both aspects of the game. So, I mean, 22 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown. That's really good. And we've seen what he looks like with the ball in his hands. I think Zeke's just lost a step. Injuries, he's getting older. The way he runs the ball, he runs so hard. It's his body's not performing as well. So Pollard is that guy. Is this Mike Davis?
Probably. I don't know who the hell that is, but I mean, hey, this was entertaining. It was just entertaining.
This was an entertaining game. I mean, as a Washington fan, I always enjoy watching Dallas lose, and
love it when Dallas loses.
With a Dallas fan too. Oh man!
Hey man, we have hope. We have hope. We'll take a loss.
Well, we'll definitely take a loss. All right, let's move on to the Sunday night game. We had the Chargers playing San Francisco 49ers. And we talked about the Chargers a couple times on this podcast and talked about how Justin Herbert is teetering on mid. And I think it's starting to go towards mid, bro.
Oh, man.
He is not looking good, dude.
He's not
looking good at all, man.
All right. You got to give him some slack because his top 2 receivers are injured. Who's the leading receiver of this game? Like DeAndre Carter off, like, come on.
But what are you talking about?
Like, come on.
Josh Palmer.
Austin Eckler has the most receptions. Come on.
Yeah, he only dumped the ball off. Nobody else could get open, honestly.
That's what I'm saying.
But no run game, bro. Justin Herbert almost had the most. Bro, he didn't even have 200 yards, man. He didn't have 200 yards. We literally just talked about this with Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, okay, maybe he doesn't have receivers, but Aaron Rodgers, it still did work. Herbert just did not. In the clutch, dude, he has the Derek Carr gene in the clutch. He just cannot.
Man, don't say that. Don't say that. You know how I feel about Derek Carr. You know how I feel about Derek Carr.
Dude, you have to look at it like this. We don't have.
I got to get my Derek Carr slander out for the week.
Lost to the Colts.
They're not on our slate, but they lost to the fucking Colts. So that's just, we'll leave it at that.
Oh, man.
Look, man, Justin Herbert, I think, is a great quarterback. I think he is good. I think his top 2 receivers are out. They played a good defense.
They're both practicing this week, by the way, too.
They are both practicing this week, so they come back and he's still struggling. Then maybe we get back on the mid-wave. I will say that the performance these past few weeks has not been that great, but bro, I think he is.
He threw a lead, bro. He didn't score at all in the second half. Dude, and he had multiple chances. Like, the Niners wanted him to win the game. The Niners were handing him so many chances, and he just could not get it done. Granted, like, a lot of those chances, he was deep within his own 5, within his own 10. So he's like throwing the ball out of his end zone. But we got to get that ball moving. Under 200 yards is not it. That is a good defense he was playing. I'll give it to them. 49ers defense is really good. But they didn't even play all that well either.
Yeah, I mean, the 49ers, like, this was kind of what you expect. You expect them to, like, utilize their running game. That, like, Garoppolo isn't gonna. If Garoppolo throws more than, like, 40 times in a game, there's something wrong.
Oh, 100%. Like, 100%.
Yeah, like, you want Garoppolo in that, like, 28 to 35 range max.
This is the cheese team right here. This is the cheese team. They went on some weird game planning with McCaffrey, with Debo in the back in the backfield,
dude,
Elijah Mitchell
talented defense, weapons all around, and you just got a quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo is that quarterback. Like, we were talking about Aaron Rodgers, he can make like 7 to 10 good throws a game. Jimmy Garoppolo just needs to make 3. Jimmy Garoppolo can make 3 good throws in a game. They can win the game, and that's just what he did here. The 49ers aren't going to be the flashy, like, score a million points on you team.
Mm-hmm.
They can't. They have the talent to do it. It's just a matter of, the quarterback.
They're just gonna that's just a grinded out team. They're gonna, in the trenches. Yeah. I mean, that O-line is great.
Dude, the Chargers, man, though, I don't know, bro. Like, when you look at that division,
they're just falling apart.
You see Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, LA Chargers, Justin Herbert, Denver Broncos, Russell Wilson, Vegas Raiders, Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, like, you see a division like that, and you think it's like everything's going to be going crazy. And in reality, the only team playing like consistent football is the Chiefs.
That's it, yeah. The other 3.
Once again. So, I mean, that division is like on paper loaded. Like, when I look at like the preseason stuff, you look at this, like, you look at that division, you look at the NFC East and the AFC East, and you're telling me the loaded divisions are the NFC and AFC East? Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, preseason on paper, I was like, this is gonna be a tough ass division. Like, that's the division right there. But just like you said, only one team has a quarterback that's playing well. The other 3 teams have some mid ass quarterbacks. It's tough to say. I mean, I compared 2 of them together. I mean, Herbert's starting to look like Carr, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, man.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's critical.
Like you said, he is getting his top 2 receivers back. So we'll see how they are moving forward. We don't know if they're going to play, but them returning to practice is big. But I just don't. Is that really going to help him? Maybe. Like Williams taking the top off.
Yeah, we'll see.
Keenan Allen running slants and curls.
Yeah. I don't know. I have faith.
Moving on.
Let's move on. Let's move on to the
Monday night game.
You already know.
Let's go. Who?
Come on. Him.
That's him, bro. That's him.
Himmicky.
That's Taylor Himmicky right there. The Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. No one had us winning this, bro. Not even you. No one had us winning this.
Nah, bro. Look, this is the strategy. This is the strategy. When you are a Commanders fan or whatever we want to call ourselves fan for so long, saying we're gonna win a game just doesn't even feel right, and then saying we're gonna win a game with conviction almost jinxes it.
Yeah.
So, like, throughout this entire game, I'm texting group chats. I'm like, bro, we're gonna lose. Clapped. We're gonna get clapped. Like, throughout the entire, even in the fourth quarter, before we scored that like last touchdown, I was like, clap. Like, we're not winning this game. No chance. And you just feed the energy into the world, and the world will bless you.
I couldn't believe my eyes, bro. When I was watching that game, I'm like, what is going on right now? What game? Okay, where do I even begin, man? First off, I guess let's begin with Heineke's injury. After the game, he did have to go get some X-rays done. I think it was something with his ribs. They did release the X-rays. I'm gonna put it on the screen now, cause that boy got the dog in him.
Yes, sir.
That boy. Okay. Only 211 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. But against that Eagles defense, everybody's saying is one of the best in the league. But we didn't need to throw the ball. We ran it all day. Our game plan going in was don't let Hurts have the ball. Don't let him touch the ball at all. And that game plan worked. And I loved it.
I think I said like the Eagles only had like 19 minutes of possession the entire game.
Yes, bro.
Which is nuts.
In the first half, we had like over 30 and they had under 10 minutes of possession in the first half alone. Granted, their first drive was only 3 plays, but bro, they went 2 touchdowns and then pick and then punt, like 3 and out. And we fought for every yard. Both our touchdowns were runs from the 1 yard line. So we're going, bro. We had a 16-play, 84-yard drive that took up like 10 minutes almost. Like, that is ridiculous that we could stay on the field 100%. For that long. Third down, we were like 9 for 12 in the first half. We're the first team to have the Philadelphia Eagles down at halftime. They were leading at halftime 8 times this year, not yesterday, not on Monday Night Football.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think you're starting to, like, this game, like, the Eagles were 8-0, but, like, this is, like, honestly a pretty bad loss for them just because people kind of have a recipe on, like, how to beat them now.
Yep.
They've had these questionably close games every now and then, but look, man, you keep them off the field, run the ball, keep the offense off the field. Jalen Hurts didn't have one of his best games, 3 total touchdowns.
Keep him in the pocket. He ran a couple, or ran 1.
Yeah, so, I mean, limit Jalen Hurts, get him the ball if he doesn't have like a great throwing performance and the game kind of becomes one-dimensional with the run. They ran like a shit ton. Like
they had to though, but it was effective. Yeah. Like the read option with him is so good because he could give the ball to Sanders, who's also really good running back, but only 175 yards passing. He doesn't have like a lot of yards passing game to game, and I think our defense really just kept him in the pocket, kept him stationary, didn't let him run around and make plays with his feet, and it showed it that shit worked.
Yeah, bro, we did great.
It's beautiful.
It's one of those division games where like it was a toss up. Like you look at it on paper, like Philly should probably have stomped us, but it's just those division games, man. They get a little nippy, and we're sitting at 5-5, still bottom of the division. But look, a couple losses go away or another, and we win some division games. We might. I'm not saying we will. We might.
Hey, 7th seed looking nice right now. Even though
sneak our way into the dance.
Even though it's just, bro, 8-1. The Philadelphia's 8-1. New York 7-2. Cowboys 6-3. Like, what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to get in that? But Heineke, man, like I tweeted this last night. Wentz could never. Wentz had his crack at Philly at home too. And just drop the ball.
I think Carson's supposed to be back this week too.
I swear to God. I swear on
everything. I wonder what they do.
I swear, bro. The games we've had with Heineke are just different, man. The atmosphere is different. Like the game just felt different. It's so hard to explain, man. Like when I was watching there, I was watching a different team. It felt like from the beginning of the year. They're playing, but McLaurin is having this last half of the season. With Heineke, he's having great games, man. 128 yards. I think that's the highest he's had all season.
Yeah, no, Terry had a great game. It's great to see, star receiver.
He was cooking Darius Slay, one of the best cornerbacks in the league, and he was getting separation. Yeah. And Heineke was getting good balls thrown his way.
Yeah, this was a big win for us, especially off that like tough loss last week against the Vikings.
That was competitive. That was a close game.
Playoffs or not, you just want to see the guys moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
Heineke, like, for as much like crap people give him for like being like, oh, he's not that great,
he wins.
Like, you can't go to the playoffs with him. I'm like, dude, look, we'll take what we can get right now, and the guy can win football. He's winning football.
I don't want it to be pretty. I don't care if it's pretty. I don't care if you're throwing 300 yards with 5 touchdowns, 0. I don't care. I just want to win. I just want to be competitive. I just want to have something to root for week in and week out. And
Yeah,
he's
and right now I think
providing
Heinicke is
that.
just the guy winning the games. The only reason why Carson Wentz could possibly start next week is like they want to see him see these games Heinicke played and try and elevate and have him like elevate himself
I think
play better. But that's it. That is it.
You go with the hot hand. You don't want like Heinicke getting in his head like, oh, you know what, I've been playing really well, and they're benching for Wentz
next week. We're playing the Texans next week. If you want, look, I totally agree. We should start Heinicke. If they start Wentz, you give him 1 quarter. If he does not play, if we are not playing well in that first quarter, you bench him for the season.
You leave him in Houston,
you send him off. You send him off to the Edmonton Oilers because we're not doing this.
Send him off to Australian football.
We're not doing this anymore. But I totally agree. Heinicke should be our starting quarterback for the rest of the season.
I think he just provides the team with more stuff. I don't know. He doesn't make the best decisions, but one of his best throws yesterday was actually a throw away. So I don't know if you remember, but there was a snap that went way over his head, went like 20 yards back. He was able to chase it down and throw it away and not get intentional grounding with it too.
Nice.
So it's like that decision making, that quick decision making was great. You know,
dude, talking about decision making, bro. Like the Eagles really they had a chance at the end of the game, man. They could have I think if they get the ball back, they might have won.
No,
honestly,
yeah.
But, just a stupid mistake on Brandon Graham, hitting Heinicke.
Oh my god!
He goes to his knee, and then Brandon Graham just hits him, and I'm
he gives himself up, goes to his knee. Right at that moment, I'm screaming. I'm like, "Oh, we fucking lost, bro! We gave him way too much time." And then
he hits him.
And then number 7, I can't think of his name. Gets on top of him. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's down. And then Graham comes and hits him actually with force. Right in front of the ref, and I'm like, "What?" Bro, Heinicke was so funny after that. His celebration.
He got so lit. That's our first.
Yeah.
Turned up.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, the refs in this game were a little bit lackluster, a little bit wishy-washy. So I don't know if you remember that one play where they called pass interference on us on offense for the pick route. Come on,
that was kind of stupid. I mean, Dotson kind of has to get out of the way.
Yeah, but
he had the right to run his route.
Yeah, he was trying to get out the way too. It looked like, but dude, I don't know, man. And then what else? In the Eagles' defense on Dallas Goedert's fumble, Jamin Davis had his whole hand in his face mask, he was wrist deep in his helmet. So
that was a botch call, yeah.
I'm sitting there watching them review it, and I'm like, oh man, it's just a face mask. They're gonna call that. Nah, they were just seeing if it was a touchdown or not. It was still our ball. So really wishy-washy refs, but take it. A win is a win is a win is a win.
Dub is a dub. We gonna take that 5-5, baby, 500. We gonna take it.
Another thing, running game looked real good. Brian Robinson, Antonio Gibson, they both looked great.
Just a lot of good amount of yards, a lot of carries. Not the most efficient running, but
who from who? From the Eagles?
26 carries for 8. Horrible.
No, it's horrible. Yeah. No. It's horrible. But I think it's what they wanted. They wanted 3. They wanted 4. They wanted little by little. They wanted chunk play it.
Totally.
They didn't want the long runs because they're trying to waste time. They're like, let's go 3 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, get the first down. 3 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, get the first down. They were just trying to methodically move the ball and waste as much
totally
clock.
Fine. Yeah, it's totally fine. I'm just saying, it's just not the most efficient.
No, definitely stat wise, no. But in the grand scheme of the things of the game plan, I think that's what they wanted. They wanted just to chew up yards, chew up clock.
Hey man, look, they had the answer that 8 other teams this season didn't, so that's fine.
It's also proved that they might have been kind of Mickey Mouse 8-0s. They might have been a little fraudy.
I don't know about the Mickeys. I think
a little bit of Mickey Mouse schedule, bro. Cheesecake ass schedule.
Oh man, not the cheesecake Mickey Mouse. No.
I think this proved it.
I believe in the Eagles. I do think the Eagles lose another game or two before the.
I think so. Now going back, I know last week we were like, oh man, they might go undefeated. Now it's like,
yeah, dead ass.
Maybe not anymore.
Yeah, that's just the division games, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And my boy Taylor Heinicke doing his thing, bro. is Heineke our guy? Like, is he the best we've had? Like, he might be the best I've seen in my lifetime.
No, I wouldn't go that far. Not the best in our lifetime. Not even the best. In my opinion, not the best in the last 10 years. But going into like last season, going into this year, I think he should have started. I was like, why the fuck are we picking up Wentz? It was like Heineke proved that he's proven it's not pretty, but I'm giving you what you want. What else do you want? You know?
I'm doing it.
Yeah. He's definitely, I think, the best on the roster, the best we've had in the last couple years. So he also one thing that was really weird. So on betting, his over under was 210.5.
Are you serious?
It was 210.5, and he got 211.
Are you serious?
211.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So if you went on the under, I'm sorry, like me. But I digress. We're gonna look take a look at next week's games here.
Oh, we gotta run that slate. Week 11. This is like where things are getting very intense now.
All right, week 11. Like you said, intense. Season's coming to a close. Okay, so Thursday night we got Packers and Titans in Green Bay. Titans at 6-3 with Ryan Tannehill. I think he's playing again.
Oh, Ryan Tannehill's playing. Okay, Packers.
No matter who Malik Willis or
Derrick Henry is all world, but I don't care.
He didn't look good this past week, but again was against the Broncos.
A rough game. I'm telling you, bro, you can't give a guy that much usage and like
expect him to pop not every game. He needs to take a game off, and they don't have a quarterback to let him. All right, Bears Falcons.
Oh man. Justin Fields putting on for the vegans. I ain't gonna lie. He playing some solid football. They're not winning games, but he playing some solid football.
Fantasy wise, man, he is putting up numbers. Multiple weeks for over 40 points.
I'm gonna go Chicago.
Yeah, I'm going Chicago. I think Justin Fields is starting to blossom, I think, into what he wants the NFL to see. Like a dual threat quarterback, bro. He scored he threw a pick six, and then the next play he ran like a 60-something yard touchdown.
Yeah,
it's just crazy. He had almost 2 games with almost 200 yards rushing. So yeah, Bears. Browns Bills.
I think the Bills win this. They get back on track. Josh Allen's gonna be playing piss as long as injuries, as long as he's not hurting or anything, then it should be a pretty smooth game for him. I think it'll be closer than what a -8. I don't know if it's gonna be a -8, but I think it'll be a little close.
But the Browns just got kind of blown out by the Dolphins on Sunday.
Yeah, I think it's just 2 different talent levels of offense. I think the Dolphins just had a little bit more weapons with Waddle and Hill.
Bill's a little more grindy. I think it's gonna be a little closer than -8, but Bills all the way. They could still come back in. Eagles Colts.
Eagles. They're probably gonna. They might. The Colts, Jonathan Taylor and them boys didn't look too bad.
Oh yeah, I mean Jeff Saturday, their new coach, he led them to.
I think once again,
it was against the Raiders, who are cheeks.
I think it's a closer than normal game again. -6.5. I could maybe see. I think Eagles by 5.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Eagles kind of blow out the Colts here. I think Eagles come in with a chip on their shoulder, kind of a little mad. I think they just blow out the Colts. Honestly,
I can believe that too.
All right, Jets Patriots. What do we got? This is gonna be a close. Patriots. I got Jets.
You got Jets. I think the Patriots win this. I think it's in Foxborough, but I think it's gonna be.
I'm starting to get lost in that sauce over there in New York.
Nah, bro. Patriots got. I don't know. I think the Patriots have a good defense. Bill Belichick's gonna game plan it well. I think they'll probably be a nippy game, but I think
I think that's gonna be a very grindy game. But okay. Rams Saints.
This might be the worst game of the week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Saints. Cooper Kupp's out for the next 4 weeks minimum.
At least. Yeah.
I don't even know if Stafford's gonna be playing.
He did this last week. I don't even know who the hell started in his place.
Yeah, I don't know who they're.
I couldn't tell you.
Put a gun in my head. Couldn't tell you.
I'm dead. Saints looked terrible against the Steelers too.
I think
horrendous.
This game might not even score 30 points.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Saints.
If Matthew Stafford plays, I'll go Rams. If not, I'll go Saints. Because also I think Jameis Winston is starting to come back. So I think I really want to see him come back. Lions Giants.
I'm gonna go New York. The Lions look decent. Amon-Ra St. Brown's a dog. Jamal Williams is boltering touchdowns from DeAndre Swift as usual.
Swift got a 9-yard touchdown run. Lions won their first road game with Jared Goff.
Nice.
This past weekend. And like I think it's their first road game win in like the last 2 years. So
nice.
Good for them. Congrats to the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, it won't be their second.
Yeah, no, I got Giants in this one for sure. Panthers, Ravens.
Why am I even thinking about this? Ravens.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Ravens.
No offense, my XFL MVP PJ Walker.
I think the Ravens kind of played down to their competition, so I think this might be a little closer than a -12.
Yeah.
I think the Ravens.
Closer to -12.
Yeah,
but I think the Ravens win
for sure. Commanders, Texans.
The fact that this is a -3 is disrespectful.
I think it's super disrespectful. I'm taking Commanders all the way. Texans some cheeks. Damian Pierce, I'll have to watch him, bro.
I think Damian Pierce might fuck us up. I'm not gonna
He might. I don't know.
That boy run hard.
We've been stopping the run pretty well. Like Dalvin Cook didn't even have a good game against us.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna go Commanders though, obviously.
I have to. It's in Houston, but have to go Commanders. Raiders, Broncos. This might be the worst game.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I know you don't like Russell Wilson right now. I don't care.
Fuck Russell Wilson, but also fuck. These are two quarterbacks I put a lot of investment in preseason. But
yeah, we're gonna go Russell Wilson, the Broncos.
Derek Carr is just he's gonna throw 5 interceptions.
He is not starting to be our quarterback next year.
No, I hope to God not. Cowboys, Vikings. That's a good game.
Yeesh.
That's gonna be a good game. Ooh.
This goes either way, man.
This can go either way. This is in Minneapolis.
I'm gonna say Dallas.
Really? I'm gonna go Vikings here.
I'm only gonna say Dallas because Kirk Cousins has this thing where it's like the team gets a big win and then he just underperforms like right after.
Yeah.
And this just feels like the game he's gonna underperform.
He's had a big game. It's not prime time though. It's not. If it was prime time, I'd be on board with that 100%.
That's probably America's game of the week.
Yeah, no, 100. It has
That's
to
America's game.
It's definitely not Raiders Broncos.
Yeah, so it's probably America's game of the week.
It is.
I think the Cowboys win this. I think they're gonna double Jefferson, make it hard for Cousins to get in the ball. There's weapons still everywhere, but I do think that the Cowboys pull this off. I think Kirk might get a little rattled.
I don't know, man. The Packers kind of like we said with the Eagles, we just gave the NFL formula to beat them. The Packers kind of gave us a formula to beat the Cowboys too. Just run the fucking ball. Just run it on them. And Vikings could do that with Dalvin Cook, so I'm taking the Vikings. You double, triple, quadruple Justin Jefferson, he's still going to get 100 yards.
I respect it.
Don't matter. All right, Bengals, Steelers. What you got?
Bengals?
Yeah.
Yeah, coming off the bye week, Joe Shiesty.
Steelers looking a little better, but not good enough.
Yeah, not good enough. I have Bengals. I don't have to say too much about that one.
Sunday night, Chiefs Chargers.
How the hell the Chargers get 2 Sunday night games in a row?
Wait, no, for real though. Wait, what?
What? Who they paying?
I mean, they want to give games. I think this is mainly like for the Chiefs and the Chargers, but back to back.
Supposed to be a good match. Hey, look, the receivers are coming back. Look, this could be a trap game for the Chiefs. If the receivers come back healthy, Justin Herbert plays well. This could be, and Eckler. The Chargers have a solid.
If Herbert underperforms, are you on the mid train?
With his receivers back?
With his receiver, okay, I'll give. If his receiver, what if at least one of them is back?
Maybe, just because the Chiefs secondary has always been suspect.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Kansas City still though. I think Kadarius Toney might pop this game.
Yeah. Well, Juju is.
Yeah, Juju almost got
retirement home at the moment.
Juju got Tua'd.
Yeah, no, 100%. And then Mecole Hardman was out too last week. Hopefully he's back. But yeah, no, Tony, did you see his touchdown celebration?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He like faking the hammy,
faking the injury. That was hilarious. But he was playing good. Bro, he had a catch where he's about to go up to go catch the ball. He fixes his glove and then goes up and mosses this dude. This shit is disgusting. That dude he's kind of a bitch for what he did, but he's nasty.
Yeah. 49ers Cardinals. 49ers with back-to-back primetime games too.
Yeah, Sunday night then Monday night.
I don't think Kyler's playing, so I think the 49ers are going to win.
Yeah. If Kyler's not playing, even with Kyler playing, I still might take the Niners.
I'd still probably take the Niners too, to be honest.
A defense is looking really good. I mean, bro, CMC is such a good fit in that offense.
Yeah, 100%.
With you put Debo back there, off defenses don't know what to do. Elijah Mitchell's back; they can just do whatever they want now.
Yep.
Some good games, bro. I'm looking forward to all those.
100%. I am very excited. We're back with fantasy football.
All right,
week number 10 in the Loner League.
And this
a crazy slate of games.
This was a big week. Let's go right into your boys' game right here. I played my brother, Team Suave 21, and my team showed out this week. I made a great read with Justin Fields, picking him up a couple weeks ago.
Shit.
Christian McCaffrey.
I didn't even look at this game.
Aaron Jones putting work. Christian Kirk, bro. I started Christian Kirk in this league and played against him in 2 other leagues. DK did something. Travis Kelce. Yeah, my team put in some work.
Damn, what the hell? I didn't even see this.
Put up almost 170, most points in the league this week. We take that. We move up to second in our division. Bro. All right,
that's fucking nuts. Yeah. Damn, I didn't even notice how crazy your team went. Rudy had this team did solid. I think he's got unlucky.
Yeah,
scored a million points.
Yeah, I think he beats a good amount of people in the league. It's just he just got really unlucky playing me this week. Deontay Foreman did really well. His running backs did really well. Josh Allen didn't do that bad. DeAndre Hopkins with my boy Colt McCoy did really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, he had unlucky. Let's go to our next game. We have
another game. We weren't so surprised about.
No, this one definitely not. Only 89 points from Carlos M. I'm feeling bad for him, man. I mean, look at his running backs. He just lost Cooper Kupp for a couple weeks. It doesn't matter.
Oh man,
I think playoffs in this league are decided, in my opinion. I think top 6 has been decided. The other 4, there's 2 of them that can maybe make a play for a 6th seed, but the bottom 2 I think are just out of it, out of contention. And unfortunately, Carlos M, our reigning champ, is one of them.
Yeah. Brian's team. Brian sent the picture of Jamar Chase in his IR slot, and he's like, he's coming back soon, and then he's like wondering why we didn't let him get Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
look at this, bro. Look at this.
This is why.
This is exactly. We started Jacoby Brissett still won.
Filthy.
Both running backs in work. CeeDee Lamb putting in work. I mean, he did start Jerry Jeudy with 0 points.
Yeah, Jerry Jeudy got hurt in that game.
Just imagine Derrick Henry in that slot. Derrick Henry only had like 6 points, 5 points, something not.
But like on an average, like you imagine get like 18 points out of that or something.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Brian, I'm chasing Brian for that to try and get top seed in my division, but need some big wins coming up soon. But Brian's still got one.
I know Carlos M probably watching this, probably listening to this. I just want to apologize, man. I don't know what happened to your team.
Bro, it's just one of those years, man.
DeAndre Swift got me. You took Aaron. That could have been me because I wanted Aaron Rodgers for some reason. Like just how our draft was going, I was like, man, I gotta go for Aaron Rodgers. And he took him the pick right before me. So you saved my life. You saved my season. I appreciate you.
Oh man.
All right. So
I don't know, man. That was one of those games.
It's little too late.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews, he's
Andrews in the IR slot too. Holy.
Yeah. It's just everything is just not going his way this year. It just happens.
Yeah, that's just be like that.
Move on to your game here.
Hey, look, we had me this week. Hey, look, Chris put up a game, man. I was a little scared. I was a little scared going to Monday night.
Oh yeah,
I think it was 85-107 going into the game.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I had Jalen Hurts and Goddard playing. Like I was confident that we were gonna win, but it's still a little pressure. I think, and then when Hurts threw the pick, it got a little closer. But like, it's
once Hurts threw a touchdown to Goddard, I'm like, yeah, it's game. Like you got it. There's no way.
Yeah, I was like, now it's over. Now it's over.
But it was Stephon Diggs. Devin Singletary with the 2 touchdowns. That Justin Herbie, man, that mid 14 points.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. For him. I mean, I left some points on the bench too. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we had Mostert. Kadarius Toney got some
you
points.
have Toney. Wow.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be starting him next week.
Yeah, you probably. Yeah, both my starting wide receivers are out. So
yeah, bye week's gonna be hitting.
I do play Carlos C next week, so I'm not too worried.
I play my boy Mixon and play Antonio next week.
So yeah, you got
so I've seen it, and right now I have the highest points scored. I have the most points scored. So I just got to get a better record, and I can
get beat. All right, yeah, Brian still has that in a chokehold though, so you gotta hope for some stuff. Speaking of Carlos C, here's his game against Flash. Both his running backs, like we went from him thinking he had the best running backs. Yeah, I mean Derrick Henry against Denver, Alvin Kamara didn't do shit against Pittsburgh. I was surprised by that. His team just kind of underperformed on it. Dalton Schultz, Dak Prescott did really well together, but that's it. Devontae Smith did really well. Leaving James Conner on the bench, I think hurt him there. But I mean, who do you start him over? Adam Thielen? You don't start him over Derrick Henry or Alvin Kamara. And plus, that doesn't win him the game either.
Yeah, I mean, Mahomes putting up 40 just kind of sealed the deal. Sealed the deal. No one else on Flash's team really had like a monster type game.
I mean, 13 from your defense and 13 from your kicker is pretty good.
Yeah, I was saying, I guess from your kicker and defense, like goddamn. But I mean, Mahomes set the tone, and everyone else just did their jobs. It was just a routine win for Flash. Can we look at the standings real quick before we move on?
Yeah.
One more game.
All right. The standing. Yeah. Here are the standings.
Okay. So here we are. So you see the standings.
Wow, you're above me.
You see. Yeah, I have more point scored.
Because we're both 6-4. That's why.
Yes, sir. So if playoffs start today, we play each other.
Yeah. No. So
I think you can look at playoff bracket. Yeah,
projected playoff bracket. Here we go. We would play each other.
So we'd be playing each other in the projected play. That's critical.
We gotta make sure it doesn't happen. We gotta make sure.
Oh man, I was gonna say I'd love to have us in the finals. Us in the finals would be fun.
That'd be great. That'd be so funny.
But this is
yeah. But if you see, so like I was saying earlier, I think playoffs are decided. So if you look in the East Division, very top heavy. Both Carlos's, both 2-8. At the moment, it's Carlos C that's eating the one chip. You're eating the one chip. You're eating the one chip because it's what we decided in the beginning of the season. I'm sorry that it just happened this way. And then if you also look in the West, both Stevie and Chris are like 2 games behind you. So like, or 3 games, 2 games behind you. So they just need like you just to drop the ball, and they just need to start popping off. It's just a lot of things they need to hope for.
Yeah, I mean, this week's probably gonna be the most critical week like of the season, at least for me. Yeah, because I'm going back to back against the top 2 guys in my division. So if I can beat the both of them, then I'll take first place overall. Depending on like if the other guys score like high points also.
All right, let's go back to the scoreboard here, and we had that one game. Let's not forget mixing up the sauce and Dream Core here. Mixing up the sauce's team went in. Devontae Adams, he started Daniel Jones and still did well.
Dude, talk about top heavy, man.
Yeah.
Players combined for like over 100 basically.
And then AJ Brown 1.7.
Like everyone else just played mid. Like everyone else did horrible. Like it was just the entire those 4 guys.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's all you need sometimes, man. You just need a couple guys to pop off. I mean, if you look on the other side, all he had was Amon-Ra St. Brown that's to get over 20. Jared Goff 16, Kenneth Walker 13. That's not bad, but other than that,
you can't beat like 80 points off like 4 players. It's just ridiculous. So
I mean that's almost 100 just off those 4. That's ridiculous. He still had Lamar and Joe Mixon on his bench for bye weeks.
Yeah. I mean, Stevie gets Mike Williams back probably this week. He could probably get him in the lineup somewhere.
And I mean, Jeff Wilson maybe, but that just feels weird. Jeff Wilson, it feels like a hot hand kind of backfield there right now because Mostert got a touchdown and yards and carries, and so it's kind of hard to predict that backfield. But he does get Joe Burrow back. James Robinson will come back. So yeah,
he can do it, man. He can do something with this, man. If Joe Burrow starts putting up those 30-point games again, it's not.
But like I said, it's not just him winning games. He needs you to lose games.
That's true.
He needs everybody else to lose. It's not all in his hands at the moment, which kind of sucks.
I think the only people that are completely out are the Carloses.
Oh no, 100%. I think our division's kind of they're 2-8. I would need to lose all 4, and I play both Carloses in the next 2 weeks. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
These guys get into the dance, but I mean, Antonio's team obviously is scary again.
Yeah, that team has been scary and it will be scary. Going into the week 11. I play Carlos C. We have Chris versus Team Suave. That's a big win. It's a must win for Lock It In. We have Carlos M versus Flash. I'm rooting for you, Carlos. I need you to win this one. If there was one game I need you to win, it's this one right here.
This game don't even matter for me, for real. This game don't even matter.
What are you talking about? You're playing up.
Man, I need Steven to pull up upset. Steven pulls off upset of the year, and I can somehow beat it. Antonio's projected 142 points against me. Holy shit! Fuck!
He's projected to whoop you, bro.
Look at
his top.
Dude, I need a running back, man. Yo, guys, if you're watching this, someone give me a running back.
No, don't listen to that. Don't listen to us, please.
Travis Etienne's out, bro. He's on bye.
He's on bye. Got you. Better look at that waiver wire. I think Isaiah Pacheco's out there.
Bro, I don't even want to talk about the waiver. Yo, wait, you upload this tomorrow?
Yeah.
Look at the waiver wire.
No, because I don't want to show you what I'm doing. You're regardless. Huh? All right. So yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott on the waiver.
I saw last week. We have Zeke, Drake London's out there, Allen Robinson going to be a number 1. Who else we got there? Giants defense always looking good. George Pickens is out here. There's one person.
All right. Ready to go back at that. Ready to go do some
wait. 49ers defense is here? Hold up, man. Our waiver wire is kind of lit.
Yeah, thank God. Ayo, make sure you upload this junk tomorrow. I can't let them see this.
Nah, for sure. I mean, we're both top end, so both Carlos's, Rudy.
This shit.
We have people who are vultures on the waiver wire below us on the waiver.
Man, the Carlos squared shouldn't even be on this joke.
I mean, I guess. Nah. Since we do have a Sacco, I'm gonna let him, pick up players until
of course.
until playoffs start, and then that's when, if you're not in playoffs, you should be picking up people. So yeah. So let's move in to our next segment. Let's just look at our draft. We're not going to redraft. We're just going to take a look at our draft from last week, and my team did nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, your team kind of shit the bed. I'm not gonna lie.
So
I remember drafting this. I was like, man, his team is looks good.
It looked good. It looked good, and then I was adding up the points. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, Hudson, whoever the fuck I drafted, outscored Pitts. Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, exactly right. It was. So I just looked at receiving for you had the New York tight end, right? We didn't Ballinger, whoever wasn't playing. So
yeah.
I just gave you the best. It wasn't even the only tight end. I could have gave you a worse tight end, but at the end of the day, it does not matter. Because I had my boy Colt McCoy at quarterback with 15.92 points. Cordell Patterson with 3 points. Derrick Henry with 8.7. Mike Evans with 10.4. A.J. Brown with 1.7. Pitts with 4.8. Pierce with 12.2. And Jags defense with 3.
Yeah, that's rough, bro. I mean, Danny Dimes, Aaron
Yeah.
Jones, Saquon, all you getting back.
But yeah, DJ Moore didn't do nothing for you. I don't even know what his first name is, bro. Hudson. D Hop put in some work. Chubb did some. Panthers defense gave you 12 points.
Panthers defense?
Like,
I remember that was a toss. I remember I was doing it as a toss. I was like, man, I gotta get some talent. Like, we'll just pick him as defense.
But final score was Norman winning 128.08 to 59.72.
Is that 3-1? Am I 3-1?
You are 3-1. You are 3-1. That's actually crazy. I can't believe it.
That's wild.
Yeah, we're not gonna redraft. We'll do a draft next week, but we're kind of running low on time, and we have another segment. And so last night, this man Taylor Hemeke had me going, had me thinking about all our quarterbacks, and we want to rank them. So what we're gonna do is I have the 10 quarterbacks from the last 10 years for the Washington football team, Washington Commanders, Washington Redskins, whatever the fuck you want to call us. So in order, we have RG3, we have Kirk Cousins, we have Colt McCoy, we have Alex Smith, we have Josh Johnson, we have Case Keenum, Dwayne Haskins, Kyle Allen, almost forgot his name from the second, I'm not gonna lie, Taylor Heineke, and Carson Wentz. So actually there's 3 other quarterbacks who only played one game. They only started one game. That's Garrett Gilbert. I don't know who that is. Mark Sanchez. I'm glad he only played one game. And Ryan Fitzpatrick, who I wish played more. But so we have these 10 quarterbacks, and we're both going to rate them from 1 to 10. We're going to put them in order on which quarterback the best quarterback we think we've had and the worst quarterback we've had in the last 10 years. So, Norman, we're going to go with the first one. First quarterback in this list, RG3.
RG3? Oh, man.
Because we go back 10 years, he's the first quarterback we had. RG3. Well,
so are we going like overall or like when he played for us?
Just when he played for us.
Okay. I put RG3 at, I'm thinking 2 or 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'll say 2.
2? Okay.
I'm gonna say 2, just because I've never seen the city so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just so hype, like as when he played for us. Like it truly felt like we were gonna become one of those teams where like I wasn't ashamed to walk outside.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like ashamed. Like I'll never be ashamed to be a Skins fan, but like I would like proudly just like all the
wear
time,
a jersey, wear a shirt.
About
yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, like
it was like we draft him as like, wow, we actually have a quarterback now. I know we have somebody who can play. I did put him at number 2 as well. Bro, he had some electric games. He had some great games, but just the injuries and how all that shit. It's not his fault how it got handled too, but like he would be. He could be number 1. He could be number 1 on the list, but just the injuries, it just ended his career a little too short, in my opinion.
100%.
Yeah. Great quarterback, but I always think back to the run against the Vikings. The touchdown run he had,
like 63 yards, some shit.
Yeah, that shit was ridiculous. Dude was a dog.
Love them.
All right. So next quarterback, taken from the same draft class as RG3. The only quarterback we had to start a full season, actually started 3 full seasons. Kirkland Signature Cousins.
Good. Number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1, bro. We had our best years with him, like we said with RG3, it was like, this is the first year we're like, wow, we have a quarterback. No, dude, with Kirk Cousins starting, he took us to the playoffs. We actually when we had Pierre Garçon, Deshaun Jackson. I was excited. I was happy for a little bit.
this list is gonna make me fucking sad.
Yeah, because
it's gonna make me start, bro. Like,
it's only downhill from here. I tell you that much.
Like one of the most mismanaged franchises in the history of like sports, bro.
Like look, these two quarterbacks taken from the same draft class.
Bro, you get these two, and you're telling me we couldn't like develop both and maybe flip one to like get their opportunity on a different team? No.
Yeah, I mean it was the RG3 stuff, but then
we're gonna mismanage an injury, get him hurt, ruin his career, and then we're gonna not pay the other guy and send him off.
Like try, bro. Franchise tagging him 2 times. That shit was just so crazy. Like we couldn't get him a contract that second time. We couldn't get it. We couldn't keep him. Because look where the fuck we at now, and look where he's at now, man. At the time, dude, like we would give him so much shit, but it's like, look where we are now. Like I would love to still have him. Miss him.
I would love to have Kirk Cousins. I would love it. Man. You put Kirk Cousins with this receiving core, like, man,
you could do something.
Yeah, we're winning some games. I don't know, man. Just these two right here already just got me like now. This is like what we could have had. Like this is like
for sure.
But now we're just going the other direction. So right. Who we got next?
Colt McCoy.
Oh man! All right, we're gonna have to move some of these people around.
Yeah. Just put him in there for now.
Colt McCoy wasn't bad, but he's not like
he wasn't bad. He wasn't good, but he wasn't bad. He was there when we needed him. That's what Colt McCoy was.
Yeah. We're all right. We're probably gonna move Colt McCoy around.
He was Heineke before Heineke. Like just like
kind of
like the bench player. He came in and he just won games when he had to. Like just ugly, just grindy games. Just he did what he had to do off the bench. So he's kind of like that catalyst for Colt McCoy.
Let's put him at 6 because I gotta remember the other guys.
Gotcha. So hold on, I gotta remember what he looks like. So
number
6.
12.
Yeah. All right. So for me, I'm gonna put him at. I kind of, of course, I made this list, so I kind of have it in my head already. I'm gonna put him at number 5.
Respect.
Yeah. All right.
Won't be mad at that.
Next quarterback, Alex Smith. The best quarterback we had since the Kirk Cousins shit.
Man, Alex Smith wasn't. I'm gonna put him at 4.
At 4, okay.
I'm gonna put him at 4.
4, okay.
Like, all right.
I have Alex him Smith, at 3.
Yeah, I'm at 3.
I have him at 3.
100%. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I won't disagree with that. Like Alex Smith, like he played pretty well. I think personally, like great dude, great
great story
person coming back from that injury and still winning games. Insane.
Yeah.
And it's just once again it's just one of these tragedies that's just been looming over our fucking franchise.
Just with fucking curse, bro. Just the injuries. I mean, but people don't like. I always say this: we were 6-3 leading the division before his injury, before that gruesome leg injury. So like we could have done something. He was, like I said, he was the best quarterback we had since the Kirk Cousins shit. And
we were 6-3.
We were 6-3 before all that shit, and. Shit. It's like he wasn't flashy. This is something with our quarterbacks. Like it's not pretty. It's not flashy. We just win games. We just get it done. They just do enough. Like we're just game manager supreme out here. Like they just do the bare minimum and get it done.
Dead ass. I agree. Alex Smith. Well, I'm gonna keep him at 4.
Yeah.
Just because.
I think I put him at 3. I put him up there with Kirk, with RG3, where. Like those top 3 right there, it's like we could have done something. We could have been something if these circumstances turned out better.
Yeah, 100%.
Next quarterback, Josh Johnson. He started 3 games for us.
10.
Nope, number 10.
Don't know who the fuck you are.
I remember I showed you and you're like, who the fuck is that?
Josh Johnson. I was like,
I think it was in a season with just riddled with injuries. I
must have been.
He was like an XFL star or something like that.
Oh really?
Yeah. He was just there because we needed. I think he was like our 3rd, 4th string. I think he was there when we had like Mark Sanchez. So yeah, I also am putting him at 10, just because. Just because of who.
Yeah, I truly don't remember him at all. So yeah.
Josh
Johnson.
Case Keenum.
Oh, Case Keenum was kind of solid.
Not bad. I think this was the year after he played in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had those games in Minnesota. Where you gonna put him?
I put him over Colt.
You put him over Colt. Okay.
I don't know.
Put him at 5 right over Colt. We can switch it around, but
we'll switch it around. Yeah.
I'm going to put him right under Colt.
So 6.
Yeah. Just me personally, like Colt McCoy, like I don't know, just coming off the bench, he was just that guy. I just loved watching him play. I liked watching him play when he was at Texas. In Case Keenum, it just when he signed him, it felt lackluster. It just felt like another quarterback for us to lose games with when he signed him.
I respect it. You know what? Move him under Colt for me too. Actually,
move him under Colt. Okay.
Yeah, move him under Colt. We'll move him under Colt. I feel like I had hope with Colt.
Gotcha. Next, may rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Very tragic how he went out. Almost feel bad ranking him here.
Yeah. Because it's not gonna be pretty.
Put him under Case Keenum.
Yep. Yeah, we didn't even want to draft him, man. We didn't even want it. I'm also gonna put him at number 7 right under Case Keenum.
I feel bad because it was just I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
first off, just him passing away just beyond tragic.
I think he would have started in Pittsburgh, to be honest with you. I think he would have
started anywhere, bro. He would have started anywhere, and it just the way it's just once again it's nothing on Dwayne Haskins. It's just once again this fucking franchise, bro.
Well, I don't know, man. It's just towards the end of his tenure with us, it just felt like he didn't want to be there either. He wasn't
because they didn't want him.
They didn't want him, and he didn't want us. They
were told to draft him. The coach didn't want him.
Yeah,
they were told to draft him, and it's bro, he literally was probably the best quarterback in that draft. The way he was playing leading up to it. In the draft,
he had a great. I mean, he didn't start a lot in college. That was the thing, and he had one great year at Ohio State where they had endless weapons. You know, it was just. It felt like his numbers were inflated a little bit, I don't know, stacked.
Bro. I think once again, this is just one of those where they just really mismanaged young talent.
Y'all are gonna see that the Washington organization doesn't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to quarterbacks, at all.
Who we got?
Next one, another Kyle Allen. But the picture, I didn't even put a football picture of him, bro. It's him with a headset on.
Fuck, bro. I really all right. Put him in. Put Kyle on a 9.
9, bro. I don't know who this dude is. Okay, so I know he came from Carolina. He played a couple games in Carolina. He played with Ron Rivera there, and he came to Washington when Ron Rivera came. But it's just who? He played 4? He started 4 games for us.
Which one's your list?
This is your list right now on screen.
That's my list?
Yes.
Oh, we gotta move some people.
Yes, I know.
Oh, we gotta move some people.
I know.
Oh, hell no.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there when we get there. I promise you. You're definitely gonna have to move some people.
Hell no.
All right, the next person we have here, Taylor Heineke. That guy. Top 3. Yes, sir. Yes, fucking sir. I'm gonna put him at 4. I can't. I can't put him above Alex Smith. I kind of want to right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to.
Bro, I'm
putting him above Alex Smith as well.
It was unfortunate.
Yeah,
unfortunate he got hurt, but Heineke almost beat Tom Brady in the playoffs, man. Yep. I'm going Taylor Heineke.
And he just beat the undefeated Eagles. Yeah,
bro, he took he played well in the postseason. Took being benched on the chin for a talent that is not talented anymore.
Nope, for wash.
Came back, ran it like a G, beat the undefeated Eagles, and then still even said, you know, if they need me, I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Because he's not even worried about it. He knows who he is.
Humbled, bro. That's just humble right there.
You know, he knows who he is.
He knows what he offers. He knows what he has.
Yep.
He knows we'll come crawling in a week or two if we bench his ass.
Damn straight.
And I hope to God we do not.
Taylor Heineke, this motherfucker right here, bro. This dude do whatever he
right
wants.
There. Yeah, 100%. He can walk through the hood unscathed. All right.
Swear to God.
And number 10, last but probably least, Carson fucking Wentz.
All right, so we're gonna move Colt McCoy up.
Yeah, Colt McCoy goes to 5.
We're gonna move who's Case Keenum up.
Case Keenum up to 6. That's Dwayne
Haskins. Move Dwayne Haskins up too.
Move Dwayne Haskins up.
He's not Kyle Allen bad.
Yeah,
we'll give him that credit. But we have the same exact list. Yeah,
we have the same. I think it's a consensus. I think there may be a few, but I think almost any Washington football fan is going to agree with this list that we have. So let's go from 10 to 1. 10, we have Josh Johnson, who. 9, we have Kyle Allen, who. At 8, we have Carson Wentz. He had potential to be higher, but bro, what are you doing? Number 7, rest in peace. We have Dwayne Haskins. Unfortunate what happened in Washington. We didn't want him. He didn't want us. Number 6, we have Case Keenum, backup quarterback supreme. Number 5, we have Taylor Heineke Sr., Colt McCoy. Number 4, we have Alex Smith. Number 3, we have Taylor Heineke, the dog. Number 2, we have RG3. And number 1, Kirk Cousins.
I totally agree with this list. This is a solid list. I have no complaints here, bro. No. Taylor Heineke, bro. He might be on RG3's heels, man. He might come up on. Dude, I think RG3 he just had the city just on.
I can't get on board with that. I could not. I'm sorry. Like you were just about to say, RG3 had Washington had every Commanders fan, every Redskins fan at the time going crazy, bro.
I was like, the city was just on fire, bro. The city was just loving it. It was different. Yeah, RG3 might just be cemented at number 2.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But Heineke is strong number 3.
Strong. I think, for me, him and Alex Smith are kind of interchangeable because Alex Smith just had the intangibles, but Taylor Heineke. It might be recency bias. I don't know. It's just that's him. He's him. He does what he has to do. He wins games. But as you can see, we've had a long list of quarterbacks. None of them are the best. None of them are quite a bit of them are not that good. Quite a bit of them, we don't know who the fuck they were before this segment. But there's some talent, and we did not manage it well. We have talent now, and it looks like we're not going to manage it well either. Because if Carson Wentz starts, and we're not managing our talent well, because Carson Wentz is not the talent.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll have faith, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna put meme pictures for everybody, like for like RG3. It was like a funny picture of him like getting hurt. It was bad. And then I got to like Alex Smith and Dwayne Haskins. I was like, I can't do this. I can't put
can't do that.
Yeah.
You should have put Kirk Cousins and Heineke with the chains.
Oh yeah, that would have been funny. That would have been actually cool.
That would have been funny. Oh man, what episode?
Yeah, no, it was a good episode. Good episode.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's gonna cut it though, because I think people have got to go do stuff.
I gotta get to work. To work.
That is going to do it, guys, for this episode of the Ray Chat Podcast, episode number 6.
Thanks for watching.
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed.
Let us know down below if you want to change anything in the list. Let us know if there's any other list you want us to do, any tier list or anything. Yeah, we're open to suggestions.
100%. So I hope you guys did enjoy.
Peace.
Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, all that.
Yep, like, subscribe, comment, all down below.
In the description.
And we'll see you. We'll talk to you guys next week.
And I'm